Hello everybody, it's Henry the Weeder, man. I'm working on a Stihl BR 800. I'm pulling the bearings off it. I got new bearings coming, and I already got new cable rings I'm putting on it. I always put cable rings on my stuff if it's available, and that's what I'm doing with this set. They just came in the mail, and I get my cable rings from Wolf Creek. Those are great guys, and I also get other parts that Wolf Creek don't have. I get them from Sawzilla. That's my other supplier now. Those are the two main suppliers that take good care of me and give me prices on everything, and quality parts. Pro Line, Caber, Meteor, Highway. So those are the products I get. And so anyways, this BR 800, I'm going to go ahead and pull the bearing off on it. So I got it all set up for you. And there's the bearing, right? And I'm doing this because this has been run pretty hard. And sure enough, I can feel the bearings dragging. So the bearing's got issues, so I can feel it. You could probably, so watch it stop, watch, it'll just grab itself. It's grabbing. So, you know, it's just best to change them out. Then you don't eat up a piston. You don't, look at that. See how it's grabbing? See, watch. It'll just stop it. No, I don't want to do it. Only not smooth at all. Come on, why is it when I got the camera running, you don't want to play with me? There it goes. You can feel it. It's just bumpy. Bumpy and chunky, that bearing shot. All right, flip it over on the other one. This has the drive gear. This is for the valves that it runs. It runs the timing on the valves. So it's got a little machine lip on it. You can see it points down. And I'll go ahead and grab on this too. So this will be the same way. And I got this puller just from the local Harbor Freight down the road. Nothing fancy, easy, cheap. It was probably, heck, I think we got it on sale for 15 bucks. And you know what? It works fine. You don't have to go get some fancy smanchy, have something custom made. This thing works like a champ. I use my impact gun. I'm all fingers here, of course. Always when you're recording. And I'll bring this all the way up on its full retraction. There's three different sizes, I think, on this kit. And watch it. Now, I haven't done this BR 800 before, so this is going to be a little bit new for me. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Yeah, I haven't worked on a BR 800. This is the first one I've ever had in my shop in the years I've been doing this stuff. So, okay, there we go. I got it on there. I'm going to grab it right here. I got my impact tool. And that's going to pull that bearing and that gear right off at the same time, right off the shaft. And then when I go put it back on, I'll do the freezer heater method. Put it in the freezer overnight, freeze it real good, heat the bearing, slide it on. See it's coming off? So I'm walking right up that shaft. No pounding, no hitting, no banging. Those are old days. I used to do that. Trust me, I was old school. But now I'm... There we go, folks. And there we go. The bearing and the gear all off. There's that edge on the gear I'm talking about that goes towards the bearing. See that? That gives it that gap. So just when you go to put it back on, it's not the flat side towards the bearing. It's the raised side towards the bearing, not the flat. The raised side. Got it? Easy day. Let's see. Oh, this bearing's catching too. Look at that. Doesn't even have any power to spin. All bumpy, lumpy. It's shot. That one's catching big time. Oh well. Got new ones coming in the mail. Put this here. This is all good. Hey, while I'm recording, I might as well keep going on the piston assembly for BR 800. Next thing we'll do, I'll get my tools out of the way. So yeah, next thing we'll do, I'm going to pop these piston rings off. And I'll make sure the grooves are clean. I'm going to get this thing ready to go. So what I do is I work up one end. With my hands, I work out both ends. I just spread it. Don't want to break them. I got new ones coming. I mean, the new one's already at hand, I should say. And then I just walk it off. Easy peasy. See? Look at that. Okay. Walk that ring right off. Whoop. There's one. Walk the other one up to the next groove. And yes, I have broke them. Some are more fragile. I like the caber because they're more giving. They're actually a better ring. I like them better than OEM. Now these are OEM. I could put it back in. I honed it already. This one don't want to walk. don't want to break it either. I haven't worked on a ring other than 066 or maybe 088, and I don't want to break nothing. Come on. Walk at the next ring groove. There we go. Sometimes they cooperate, sometimes they don't. So we break out the old picket. Not hard to break one. Some are flexible, some are not. I looked these up on the size so I can match them with a keeper. I think they were 51.2s. They're pretty big. Yeah, figures. You demonstrate and I get it jammed up, huh? Come on. There it goes. Alright, there it goes. So yeah, I get them stuck too sometimes. I like to pull up one side and then I just walk it off. Okay. Walk it off. Whoop. Like the chem dip, it gets down into that ring groove. Look how clean that is. Then I have my brass acid brush, and I'll get down in that groove and make sure all the carbon's out of it. You don't want that ring to stick. You want to put this back together like it's new. There's some in there. Sometimes that chem dip may not get underneath there, but I have my brass tube, my little hook on it. And just like a dentist, you clean out that groove, get that stuff out of there. There you go. Get that stuff out of there. Got a razor blade too I use. Just want to work it out. I'm not going to re-chem dip it, I just cleaned it. And you're going to clean this groove up. You're going to make sure it's clean for to receive the next ring, the new rings, which I already have. I'll put those on after I put the bearings on. That way I don't accidentally bump it, hit it, break it. They're easy to do, so there's no rush. So I got this BR 800 cleaned up. I got her cleaned up. Look at that, brand new looking. And I'm gonna buff this out with my buffing wheel. Get all that muck off there. Then I'll have it all ready to go. I got this ready for reassembly. Once the new bearings arrive in the seals, easy day. I'll put it all back together. All right, Henry Weeder, man. I want everybody to have a good weekend. I appreciate your time with me, and I hope I helped somebody. I hope it's educational, and I'm not wasting your time. All right, Henry Weeder, man, out. Have a good weekend.